Hey guys, what's up? It's Audrey here from Ballin Entertainment. Today we'll be taking a look at the Rubiks Cube, and specifically how to solve it in the simplest manner. This way of solving it is a method that completes the bottom face, two layers, the top face, and then the last layer. This is one of the more commonly used and simpler methods to teach, and will only require 3 or 4 algorithms to be memorized. Algorithms, if you're wondering, are a string of steps or moves on the Rubik's Cube that get you a desired result without messing up something you've performed in the prior step or what you've done already before that. To start out with step 1, what we want to do is we want to make a white cross with the center and this cube in the center lined up, which would look something like there would be a white piece here and then there would be 2 oranges. Now to do this, what we want to do, strangely, is not go to the white. What we want to do is we want to line up a whites surrounding the yellow center. So what I'm going to do right now is just move the white edge pieces up around the yellow center. So as you can see, I'm just basically doing the simple steps of rearranging a Rubik's Cube to get one side. Now once we have our white surrounding our yellow, we want to match up our white and green with the green center like this, and just turn it 180 degrees. What that's going to do is place it on the bottom, which is going to start filling out our white like we want to do. So now we look at our white and blue piece. We want to match it up with the blue side, or the blue center. You know what color the side's going to be already because the centers never move. Relative to each other, they cannot move because they're the axis which everything else moves on. So the centers determine what color that side is going to be. So you want to line up your white and blue with your blue center and then just turn it 180. Now we have a line down here, as you can see. We want to fill out the rest of the cross by filling out this white and orange with the orange center, turning it 180. And now what we want to do is our last one is going to be the white and red. Now we want to line that up with red center and turn it 180. Now we have our white cross on the bottom with 2 colors coming off of each cross piece. And this is going to be the color this side is. Now what we want to do is we want to create something which is an upside down T on each side, which is going to be the basis of the first 2 layers that I told you we needed to solve in order to use this type of solving method. So this is a little bit of a complicated step, and most people call it the hardest step for new people to learn. What we want to do is we want to fill out these bottoms with whites, and with doing that we're going to fill out the rest of the T's. So this is step 2. Step 2, what you want to do is you want to locate a white piece on the top sides. If they're not on the top sides, I'll go over in a second how you can get these to a top side. But usually if you start with a top edge piece or a top corner piece, you will be able to get these in a position where you can use them sooner or later. So now what you want to do is see this white, green, and red piece. What we want to do is we want to put that here. But how do you do that? Well, if it was right here, you want to match up the white and green with the green center. So you just match it up with green, and now what we're going to do is we're going to perform a very simple algorithm, which isn't long enough to really be called an algorithm, I guess, but it's still by definition an algorithm. What we want to do is, since our white is on the left, we want our center, or we want our color to be facing us. So that's going to be our front face. So this is our left face. We want to turn our left face with the white clockwise, or counterclockwise if you're looking at it this way, it would be counterclockwise. Now we want to turn our right, or our top face counterclockwise one turn, and then we want to turn it back down. Now what's that's going to do is from here it's just simply going to open up this spot right here, opening the door, placing this back in it, and shutting the door. Now you'll see that the red, green, and white is perfectly in place with the rest of the sides. Now what we want to do is we see our white and blue piece. We want to match that up with the center, and since it's on the right, since we want our blue to be facing us and our white to be our bottom face, that's always the case. You want your color in this step to be facing you as the front face, and you want your bottom to be the white. And top will be yellow, but we'll get to that in a later video. So you line up your blues, and since it's on the right, what we want to do is we want to turn it up, which is easier to remember than clockwise and counterclockwise. We just want to turn these layers up when we're opening a door. So what we want to do is turn it up to open the door, turn the top clockwise to place this white into the position, and then back down. So now what we want to do is we have these two last spots, and this white here and this white here are neither in a place that we can use them. So if it's on the top, what I do is I turn it to be directly above an open spot, either that one or that one, but I like to line it up with other whites just because it makes it easier in the long run. So, well, for the sake of this, so I can show you how to get that one out. So you just line it up with your open spot, turn it right up, and then turn it 180, and then just close that door back. And it didn't do anything to these two spots that are still open, but it did bring this out so that we don't have to worry about it being on the top or the bottom middle layers. If you have something in the middle layer, you did something wrong, because your cross should never, after you complete a step, it should never be in the center. So now what we want to do is just match this up with the orange center, and now we want to do, with the white facing the right, we want to do our algorithm, our small algorithm for the right. We want to turn it up, top, bring it in, and then close the door. And so now we have our one last piece, which is above our open piece. So what we want to do is just turn it, turn it, turn it back down. And this leaves this open, but this makes it on our top layer. So now we can do our steps to get it out of the top layer. We just position it over our open spot. We right clockwise, which brings it over here, and then we just want to do top 180 and back down. This is going to give us an open spot, but it's also going to bring this into this one of the layers in the top. So now we can position this on the green center and do once more our right algorithm. So we go up, place it in the spot, and back down. And now you can see that we have the T's lined up and the white face on the bottom. So that's going to be our T's, and our bottom face is full of white. So that's step 2, step 1 and 2. And for step 3, there will be a link in the description, and if you have any questions, just email us at ballinxentertainment@gmail.com, and comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.